Yeah, good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, good night. Anyone could serve, depending on the location from where you watch my analysis. Thank you so much, my wonderful viewers, my extreme viewers. I love you all. Have you heard that Nigerian democracy has gotten to the heightened level of elimination of political opponents of the ruling party? What happened to Obi in Edo State has aroused this feeling, that is filtered all over the air of social media platforms across the globe. Obi was almost assassinated in Edo State. The Edo State governor has many questions to answer. The ruling party APC in Edo State, the leader Adam Ochomole, has many questions to answer. Obi was about assassinated. Yes, and it occurred to everybody's attentions and understanding that it is real. The ruling party is too desperate to stop the greatest, the highest opposition person in Nigeria today. The only person that is standing out outstandingly to win the 2027, presidential, election. Peter Obi, the former governor of Anambra State from 2005 to 2013. Peter Greg Obi was nearly shot to death in Edo State. From the importation of dangerous chemical, as everybody envisaged that the importation of dangerous chemical allegedly by the current administration, as it was revealed by El Rufai, the former governor of Kaduna State, was a target of all political opponents in Nigeria, even the political prisoners that were jailed by the former administration and the current administration in Nigeria today is on course, is about to unleash mayhem to everybody, every political enemies concerned. Obi's convoy was shot severally by unknown persons in Edo State, and all fingers are pointing at the ruling party that doesn't want anybody, any opponent, to clinch on the victory of 2027 presidential election. Obi was nearly killed in Edo State, and this would have brought to Edo State as one of #1 enemies of the Igbo nation. A big, well-orchestrated plan by persons suspected to be APC juggernauts. They want to kill, they want to unalive, demise Peter Greg Obi, who stands out as the only person of interest believed to win 2027 presidential election. The only person that is standing out to challenge, stand full heights, shoulder to shoulder, eyeball to eyeball, money for money, anything you can, call it, and all that. Peter Obi nearly died in Edo State. It was a mayhem, that was unleashed this afternoon in Edo State. Obi escaped death. He even ran out of his vehicle and dashed into the compound of the former Edo State governor, John Onyegu. Onyegu was once a governor of the state during Abacha, and after Abacha, he contested during Yar'Adua administration and he won illegally. But on getting to the court, which was proven to be a due process court under the administration of Yar'Adua, Onyegu was, outsmarted by Adam Ochomole, who was voted. Going through the legal processes, Adam Ochomole won in the court, and it was affirmed by Yar'Adua administration that actually made it clear that his administration should be following due process, and Adam Ochomole was made the governor of Edo State under Labour Party. What happened later? He cross-carpeted, abandoned the party that made him popular in Nigerian political mainstream. That is Labour Party. He became an APC, let me say, major goldfish in Edo State. From then on, Adam Ochogbole began to unleash mayhem on the Nigerian political stage, abandon the party that made him popular, the party that brought him to limelight in Nigeria. We don't know what happened when Okpebolo, a man that could not pronounce arithmetical terms, a man that always mispronounces, always indicated that he had not gone anywhere, in comparison to Nigerian higher institution, university. Obi escaped death. Many shots were fired at Obi's convoy. Obi's actually car, which he was using among the conveying vehicles, was chopped many times, and Obi ran out, and the bullets riddled his own car where he was sitting. This is a drama. This is a political movie. This is a political, let me say, vendetta, and Obi's tale, being whom he is, God is with him, a man of God, someone that God has anointed. He escaped death. This is a war. This is absolutely a political pogrom. It has escalated to the heightened, let me say, situation whereby do me, I do you, God no go vex. If you are there as my major political opponent, I could remove you, I could eliminate you by all means. That is what is going on in Nigeria, ranging from importation of dangerous chemical from Poland to remove political opponents to shooting at sight at all political enemies or adversaries of the ruling party. It is too obvious, allegedly, that Obi was the target of today's assassination bid on his convoy. When he escaped, he ran with his bare foot into the compound of the then Oyegu, the former governor of Edo State. That was where Obi took solace. He took cover, he lied down, and all the bullets ran out of him. He could not be hit. Obi would have been hit. It happened so. It means a war has been declared against southeastern Nigeria. Southeastern Nigeria that were, gasping for breath to release one of their sons, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who was incarcerated since 2021. And let me tell you, it was a target. It was a bad target. I'm telling you, it is on course. Everybody actually believed that Obi would have chopped today to death. Let me tell you, it is a war on course. Let us just stop here, and we are not going to absolutely, bring this analysis to an abject, halt. It is on course. War has been declared upon all the political opponents. We've seen what went on at FCT municipal election. The whole municipality's local council election was clinched victoriously by the ruling party APC. Rigging, it was rigged. It was rigging on high side. Let me tell you. Exactly what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu predicted in the past was that if Obi won an election, they won't give him. Nigerian nation, Nigerian state, Nigerian political system will not allow Obi, to ascend to the throne of Aso Rock. And didn't it play out? It played out when Obi won an election of February 2023. Outrightly, the whole Nigerians, Igbos, Hausas, Mid-Belt, as Idoma, Igalan, Jokuns, Angasians, Kaje, all voted for him. The Southwesterners, Ondo State, Yoruba, Ekiti State, Yoruba, Lagos, Chians, Yoruba largely, and other component tribes in Lagos State, they all voted for Obi, but you could see it, they wouldn't give him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it, and that has formed the major reason why Kanu was serious on his agitation business. If Igbo man wins an election, they won't give him, or he was announcing it on and on, over time in the past. And actually it played out. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's prophecy that remains right now is Tinubu would be the last Nigerian president. Let us watch out and see how his prophecy is going to play out, since all the previous prophecies from this young man actually played out. It came to pass. So Obi would have shot, been shot dead in Edo State today. You see how everything played out, and Obi actually escaped death by whiskers. Narrow escape from assassination. Persons that social media, both house and electronic, tagged as political thugs. Who are the political thugs? Who are gunning for Peter Greg Obi, the former Anambra State governor, who was going irate for Obi's life? It was his political opponents, majorly APC political platform. They want Peter Greg Obi dead. It played out in Edo State, and you know that the political dynasty of Edo State right now is on the hands of Adam Ochomole, the former governor of Edo State under Labour. How ungrateful is Adam Ochomole? How unthankful, how wicked and cruel is this old political, let me say, I don't know what to say anyway. Adam Ochomole is among them that wants him dead. Not allegedly. It obviously played out in Edo State that had they been Obi was shot dead. Let me tell you, Anyewela Bane Melehi. It will clear on their eyes. War would have at least begun in Nigeria. What are they going to say tomorrow? The whole media houses, both electronic and house medias, every newspapers, people will be sending their condolence message. Even as it happened, Obi escaped by whiskers, but you will hear tomorrow. They will condemn it all. They are all nonchalant hypocrites and pretenders, thinking that we are fools, especially the Igbos. Had even Obi was gone down in Edo State, Obebulo would have at least gone down. Obebulo is the man that actually wanted Obi not to be coming to his estate, Edo State, and he played out. What a brave man he is. See, let me tell you, Obebulo, I think you'll be mistaking Obi to a child. But let me tell you, his own kinsmen wouldn't have at least taken it easy with you, in particular Adam Ochomole and other political rogues among the APC political juggernauts. Obi escaped death today in Edo State by whiskers, which every political speculators and kingmakers has been commenting on social media. Who are gunning for Obi? Peter Greg, the former Anambra State governor. Obi was shot severally. His convoy, all the cars from number 1 to the last cars, which they suspected Obi was in, and exactly the very car that was conveying him on that convoy was shot mercilessly, riddled with blood, and he escaped into the compound of Oyegun, the former Edo State governor, where he was sheltered. What a political movie, what a political drama going on in our political, terrain. The mainstream today is heating up. Peter Greg Obi escaped death by whiskers, just narrow escape. They would have brought him down with blood and sent him to his early demise. You see what is going on in Edo State? Who are the people? After clearing the whole municipal, local council in Abuja, we can rig everybody out, rigging Labour out, rigging ADC out, and even it ended up with Abubakar Musa, one of the ADC agents that lost his life in Abuja. Obi would have paid the utmost price if not that God was with him. Once upon a time, a country in Africa pretending to be giant, while in all ramifications they are the dwarfs of the little pygmies on the continent. Nigeria is no more. Obi, had he been died today, I think that could have changed an era, a bloody era, an era of terrorism, an era of Christian genocide going on in Nigeria. Kano Balagagba, Kano warned you. The IPOB indigenous people of Biafran leader, the greatest agitation group on the surface of the earth today, warned that Obi could go and sit down and mind his serious business that Fulani Janjaweed's plan and the Yoruba Arabs, all their plan is to be handling Nigerian political leadership only for them, only for greedy them. Obi would have, gone to his early grave. If not that God was with him. He escaped death by whiskers, who are the one, lining up to gun down this gentleman. A man that has, sprang up and become the man of the year 2023 by throwing the ruling party out, voting them out because they are getting it wrong. The political system in our dear country today is messed up by APC political platform that started their own leadership journey from 2015 till date. But who would have taken the responsibility if Obi had, actually gone down in Edo State? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the Biafran faithfuls both in diaspora and Nigeria have been frowning their faces at Obi's political ambition. Obi would have minded his business, joined the movement, indigenous people of Biafra movement, emancipation of Biafran state, a state neglected, a region that has been subjugated to slavery since 1970. 56-year-old war. The war actually ended in 1970, but you could see it began in 1970. Until date, the war is raging, with Obi escaping many bullets, shot at him today in Benin, in Edo State, to be obvious, to be, precise. Okpobolo. Your name would have rented all over the air in Al Jazeera and CNN, and America would have seen what we have been telling the whole world, that it is high time Nigeria is divided, dismembered and disintegrated. That is only way peace could come to this country. Tinubu is too desperate, over ambitious to be ruling Nigeria, whether illegal, whether extra-legal, or unjudicial. That's why Peter Gregg actually nearly threw out the trowel today. Obi was shot in Benin, Edo State. He escaped death by whiskers. Breaking news all over the social media air. It has gone virality since when Obi escaped death from all the political talks employed by the ruling party to unalive this young Igbo man who has proven it to the entire globe that he is the only person that is fitted into the cap to bring dividend of democracy to our modern Nigeria. But to the bad people, to the wicked politicians, to the bad eggs and the political persona non grata, Obi was built to die today. Alas, by God saved him. That is my message to all my Biafran brothers in America, Britain, Australia, all over the globe, that they are still pursuing the Igbos. What is going on right now by American congressmen and Israeli Knesset is not enough to bring down the tension at Aso Rock that Nigeria is no more. They want to take the life of the only hope the Igbos have politically today. I'm telling you that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is still excelling in his agitation, job, and business. Look, Israel will know America is going to take it right in their skulls that Biafra is meant business. It's the high time they give us referendum. It is the high time they divide Nigeria. It is the high time the North and all the political juggernauts, the Fulani Janjaweeds, are supposed to go their separate ways. We are tired of a country whereby insurgency, terrorism, insecurity has been the common order of the day for over, let me say, 2 decades now. We got the information how Nigerian government has been paying Boko Haram to release most of the school children abducted from their various, tertiary institutions, both in the primary school, secondary school, and the universities. Nigeria has been paying to these terrorists to release their, abductees. Very, very uncalled for, unconstitutional, shameful. I'm telling you, internationally, Nigeria is a laughing stock. It is a news, and the Igbos would have been, disappointed today by the assassination bid attempt on the life of Peter Gregg Obi, the former Anambra State Governor, the only person flying the flag for Labour political party, and currently ADC has actually made him their golden fish, which has no hiding place. That's why they trail him all the way. As his convoy was going, they keep on shooting over time and over time. Severally, his car was shot, riddled with blood, and we could see the hatch of the blood on the floor, on the ground. Many of the hatches indicated that he was shot severally. More than 100 rounds of ammunition were recovered on the venue of the attempted assassination in Edo State. Where is the Edo State governor here? What is it that he has to tell us when he wants to be not to be coming to Edo State, that his life is not guaranteed? He himself, Okpobolo, the governor of Edo State, is the person of interest if actually this uncertainty, let me tell you, actually succeeded today. Edo State Governor Okpobolo Adam Ochimolo would have been at least responsible if anything happened to that Igbo song today. Once upon a time, it was a story, actually stipulated by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that all Igbos should stay away from Nigerian political system, because if they win an election, presidential, it will never be given to them. They won't be allowed to ascend the throne at Aso Rock. Aso Rock is meat business, and Tinubu is desperate to come back again. Comes 2027, and that was actually what played out today. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is another prophet that God has sent to us. Holy, holy, holy Nnamdi Kanu is another prophet. All his predictions, all his, anointed prophecies have actually come to pass. Obi escaped death today. It was an assassination bid. They wanted to kill Peter Greg Obi, the man that is supposed to be in charge of this current political, administration in Nigeria today. He won hands down in 2023, and Tinubu actually used the umpire INEC, denying him his mandate given to him by the entire Nigerians. Thank you so much for listening to me. I still remain your man, Raf, aka Raf Tresvant, giving you this political vibe from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Freedom Media Communications. Thank you for watching. Share and like still. Hit the notification bell. I'm telling you, come down to comment section and talk or discuss with me. Obi escaped assassination. Thank you for watching, viewers. God bless you all.